So how many of you guys here had a great evening last night? Good number of you guys? Good, enjoy the weekend and everything. So Valentine's Day, February 14th, I remember it like it was yesterday. An international day that many of us around the world openly express our love and affection to our close ones. Many of us would buy gifts such as bottles of wine, boxes of chocolate, or a bouquet of flowers. Unless you're single like me, you would buy them all for yourself. And in the past, I've often, and I still get this question a lot, people ask me, Cyrus, how come we've never met your girlfriend? And I answer, oh, she goes to another school. That's why I've never met her. Neither have I. So I've come to the conclusion that there are mainly two things that are holding many of us from going out there and being on the dating market. One of the two is many of us are afraid of past bad dating experiences. And two, like many men, I am bad at reading signs. Not those red octagonal ones you see on the street. Signs that women claim to have given men to display interest. But in my experience, I can share with you instances that definitely support my claim. So about 10 years ago, incident I had, my friend Tony invited me to go on a double date with him, with his girlfriend and a female friend of hers, who was quite cute. So he had planned everything, arcade, movies, and dinner. The arcade was fun, the movie was enjoyable, and before we were heading out to the theater to go eat dinner, the ladies decided to use the restroom, and being chivalrous, I offered to hold the drink for my date. And as they made their way to the bathroom, I stood there thinking, this is going quite well. Feeling positive and optimistic, and in that moment of elation, I firmly clenched my right fist. You can figure out what happened there. It was not cool. It was actually very cold. It was, from that straw, out came fruit punch slushy. You may ask how it turned out. Well, think of the flag of Japan. Well, that's not an accurate depiction. Actually, I think a better description would be, I remember this quite well, so you could tell how I'm phrasing this. Think of a white tablecloth and have a watermelon fall completely splattering over it. That's a more reasonable depiction. And rather than the tablecloth, replace that with my shirt. As you can envision, from that point on, the rest of the evening didn't go as smoothly as I had hoped, or didn't quite make up to the first half standards. I don't know who had it worse, whether it was me, my friend's ex-girlfriend, or her friend. But I'm pretty sure it was memorable for most of us. As for instances that I had involving my life about reading signs, back in my high school days, I was totally oblivious to signs. Not much has changed since then. Mm-hmm. I enjoyed going to the internet cafe to play video games. So there was this one time, a very attractive female walked by. Pretty and everything. Was I going to talk to her? No. But did I know what to say? No either. And by chance, she's wound up sitting next to me, to my right. And she asked me, how do I turn on this computer? Being a gentleman, of course I respond coyly. You just press this button right here. And then went back to my seat, which was right beside her. She, shortly after, asked again, how do you turn on the monitor? And I did a similar repeated approach, and you just press this button. Now, I knew how to turn on the monitor, and I knew how to turn on the CPU, but I didn't know how to turn anything in a conversation at that point. Now, I also know I came to Toastmasters pretty late. My next instance that I remember quite fondly throughout the university days was girls always asking to study together. I never understood what that meant. My grades, they were consistent, but they were definitely not high in terms of class standards. Consistent, I mean, I would need a C there for Cyrus, a C there for Dan, just around the sea level, floating on by. And then one particular incident was, there's this cute girl who messaged me on MSN Messenger before we had text messaging, or SMS. She asked me, would you like to study accounting together? I made coffee and brownies. What do you think my response was? How do you think I responded to that? In my mind, I was thinking, that's amazing. How did she manage to put 4 things I did not like offering that to me as an invitation? I didn't have too much of a choice there. I had to gently and politely decline. So my response was, nah, I don't like brownies, and coffee keeps me up late at night. I didn't hear from her after that point. So what I've come to have to share and express is that both men and women, whether you're a boy or a girl, it is best that we stop signs. It's not that the men, we cannot read signs. We can read signs perfectly well. But we interpret them most of the time to be U-turns, do not trespass, do not enter. And the times that we do see it as a goal, it's not on a face or on a crosswalk. It's on a Monopoly board. And you know what color that is? Red. And you often hear from your friends, it'll be wonderful to meet someone special. So what if the case is you've never put yourself in a situation or position in which you could actually meet that special someone? If your future partner were in front of you, would you know? So disregard these past bad dating experiences that you may have had or signs you missed. Because it can't be as bad as that one time. Because all it may take to meet that special someone is that one time. Thank you.